Hi everyone, it's Ellie from Elsie Bell's Bookshelf again, and I'm back with my design team project for Nevermore Creations 17 Lindsey Zenor. I have used her vintage sewing kit, the ephemera pack, and I only had to use one pack because there were so many in the pack that I could split it between two, and they're both custom orders. This one, I still have to make a travel journal to go along with it, but yeah, and this one is for a very patient lady, patiently waiting for her custom order from me. So we will start with this one. So on the front, this is an image from the kit, this adorable little girl, and I just used this pretty floral fabric for the cover, and there's a little button here, and the closure is just sewn on, and I did some flower stitching, sort of to tell, and some zigzag stitching all around. And the tassel has a vintage measuring tape piece, and there are words on the back, so that's cool. And there's a little ball of yarn. There's a whole bunch of rickrack and yarn trims, a little bit of sari silk, laces, and a bunch of buttons tucked down there too. So you can see it's sewn on there. So on the side, there is a little sewing machine charm and a button charm hanging and some fluff. So we will get right in. So, ooh, I forgot to put the card back in. But so to cover up the stitching here, I just put this pretty ribbon with these beautiful little tiny flowers. And I used a kit from Digital Curio. I forget the name, but it's like all these vintage laces that you can print. And so here's a pocket. This is from Lindsey's kit. She also has a sewing word kit where you can print out these words and put them in your journals, and they're all really cool. And they come with a lot. I didn't even come close to using them all. So that opens. I also used a kit from another shop, and I will link that as well. That's from Lindsey's kits. Just a pocket. This came off of Facebook. It was a freebie from someone who let us use it. I can't remember who, but if you're watching, thank you so much. And here's another one of Lindsey's little words. Some vintage writing paper, some fabric. Here's another card from Lindsey's kit. Bias tape. I cannot get the zoom right so you can see. Oops. All right, there. Okay, and here's some more vintage measuring tape. This is not from Lindsey's kit. This is from another lady on Facebook. And I also put some vintage sewing ephemera in here. And some stamping. Here's a little one of those hem things, and I just let it flap out. So most of the ephemera in here is from Lindsey. This is a little pocket. Here's another little words. This is actually from Tlccreatesvintage, from her sewing kit. So I thought I would incorporate a page. And this is also from her wallpaper kit. These are from Lindsey. Here's a little fabric ruffle with a sewing machine, button stamp, a little label plate that says needle, and a little pair of scissors. This is also from Lindsey's kit. There was like 6 to the cards. I just got one out. And here's a vintage safety pin, vintage buttons. And the center is a big envelope with some like really pretty embossing right here. A fabric flip with my favorite fabric. Some more words. When I learned how to sew, I forgot how to cook. That is so true, isn't it? And here is a fabric pocket with some more vintage ephemera and one of Lindsey's cute little images. Some more vintage ephemera. And that opens. And another safety pin, another one of Lindsey's journal cards. Here's a pocket. And this lady said she wanted to put all of her sewing stuff in here, and ephemera and stuff, so I tried to leave as much room as possible for her to do that, as well as journal. There's the button, Sewing Mends the Soul. And that opens. Here's some more vintage ephemera snap fasteners. And Memories Are Stitched with Love. Here is a beautiful page from the kit from Digital Curio. It's like embroidery. And another pocket. Button. And this is a little flip down so she can journal on both. And there's a little piece of ledger underneath and then the front. And the back, this is from Cool Mom Book Boutique. Also love that shop. And I made this little journal card here a long time ago. And I scanned it so it is in my shop as a digital. And so there's that one. Then we have this one. She wanted a cardstock cover, and this is her tassel. The little sewing machine, again some buttons and the measuring tape, sorry silk trims, some gingham fabrics, and I chose this pattern from Digital Curio for the cover. And this is going on here. This is the little decoration. So attached closure again. And inside I just have this pocket here with this pretty lady from Lindsey, and this one, Sewing Mends the Soul. Again, here's a piece of ledger in this pocket. Seam allowance. Really like those little words. They're really, really fun. And I just inked around them. And some vintage ephemera. This is a sewing pattern piece and some rickrack. Here is a pattern pocket. Some of Lindsey's ephemera inside. And there's more wallpaper from Tlccreatesvintage and more of her sewing kits. And I love this embroidered trim here. More vintage ephemera. This one's pretty delicate. It's for needles. And this one as well. Flips. Just for a little interest. Did some stamping again. This is from Lindsey. Fabric flip. Stitched lines. This is a stamp. It's like a stamp with a stitching. That's pretty cool. And Our Lives Are Like Quilts. Bits and Pieces. Joy and Sorrow. Stitched with Love. And here is another one of those stamps with stitching. Lindsey's kits. And here's a little thimble on the side. It's a dressmaker. And this is a receipt. And on here, I just took the little label off of a vintage spool and glued that there with this poppy fabric. This is from a reprint of a Sears and Roebuck. Had some little thimbles. Needlework. And some more scissors, embroidery. There's any day spent in sewing is a good day. Sewing. You know what I mean. Some more ephemera and little collage. Here is some measuring tape washi from Tim Holtz. Lots of flips in these journals. Another one of those. Perfect. Another piece of vintage ephemera. Snaps. This is from Lindsey. So you definitely want to go and check out her. Oh, this is a little pocket made from a little rickrack label. Go check out her sewing kits. If you love sewing as much as I do, you won't be disappointed. They are adorable and they have such a variety of images. And make sure you get the little words as well. And dangling off of here, I just have another little ball of yarn. You can see it. Anyway, openings. This is from Tlccreatesvintage. Another pocket. I don't know what's going on with my phone, guys. Sorry. Another beautiful image. Cool Mom Book Boutique, and the back also has one of these little flip downs. one of Lindsay's cards and this pretty image here. And then I clipped one of her big paragraphs to this page. I didn't want to glue it, so personally put it where they want, and another pocket in the back. So there's those, and I hope to see you again soon in my next video. Don't forget to check out my shop as well. I'm having a 30% off sale with goodies, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.